Howdy. So I'm Ben O'Brien. I have a company called The Functional Human. Used to be The Functional Man, but the more I think about resilience and the skills that firefighters need, or men need, or female firefighters or women, they're really skills of getting more connected with our humanity. And so that is understanding what we react to, understanding the common pitfalls that a lot of us fall into. And so with that in mind, I'm starting this series based on some resilience standards that was created by a group of firefighters, police officers, and psychologists and social workers in the Denver area. And it's based on the work of the Martin Seligman and Karen Rivich and others at the University of Pennsylvania and their work with the Army and their Masters of Resilience training. But basically, it's about the skills of resilience. What are the components of it? And what are the perspectives that we can take that increase our resilience? What are the behaviors that we can adopt to? Okay, so what are the behaviors that we can all adapt that make us more resilient? Now, certainly some people are more or less resilient just by kind of nature. There's three components to our health and wellness, and those play into our resilience. That's our physical or our biological health, our mental or psychological health, and our social health or spiritual health. And so those three things, our biological, psycho, and social, are areas that contribute to our wellness. So, and they all contribute to each other. So if you're very physically fit and strong, a couple things is one, that increases your resilience, your resistance to disease or harm. It actually allows you to be psychologically stronger, particularly since our fitness probably didn't come from anywhere. We had to train for it, so we've developed some psychological ability to persevere. Our social networks are critically important for how resilient we are. The number and depth of our authentic connections that we have directly determine whether or not we will weather things successfully or not. And so through the course of these standards, and they're called standards based on a component of the fire service, which is job performance, JPRs, job performance requirements, basically like how to throw a ladder, how to advance a hose line, how to write a report. But they're basically skills that we should all have if we're in high reliability organizations. So fire, EMS, police, dispatch, military, but they blend over into everyday life. So there's three basic skills that underlie and support all the rest of the cognitive skills and perspective skills and communication skills. Those three underlying skills are mindfulness, and if that word turns you off, think of attention training, control and use of our breath, and then awareness. So awareness of those three factors again, our biological self, our emotional self, and our social self. So we're going to be going over all those in depth, but suffice it to say, I am not the be-all, end-all expert on it. I've had my journey in 25 years in the fire service and a decade in peer support. I've certainly seen where I've struggled with implementing some of these skills or being completely ignorant of these unproductive thought patterns and whatnot. So join me for this journey. I think it'll be a hoot. Be well.